On this week's episode, I talk about how many days a week and how much you should be working as a sports photographer. So I got a question on a recent video the other day, last week, about how much people should work and whether or not you should be working every day and how it actually works, for want of a better term, how it actually works for a full-time sports photographer. So I don't work every day. Having said that, what I mean by that is I don't shoot every day. I'm not taking photos every single day, and there's a couple of reasons for that. One, you're just burnt out. I know if I've just come off the back of 4 days back to back on photo shoots, that's enough for me. There's enough creative energy that's just been dumped over 4 days that I need a day off and I need some time to kind of recuperate. And I want to spend time with family and friends and kind of catch up on Netflix and all that kind of stuff. And, if I was working every single day, I'd not get that and I'd burn out. And I've been through that where I have got really close to burning out, and I have burnt out in the past. So that's something I don't really do anymore. You can work every single day, but it's really hard to kind of maintain that pace for any long amount of time. So I would say I probably have anything between 1, depending what it is, and 4, maybe 5 shoots a day. It depends what kind of week it's been. So last week was a 4-day week. The week before that I was in Asiago the week before that. So that was very much a kind of a busy 3 or 4 days stretch, but that's pretty normal. But then the week before that was quite quiet. I've got one photo shoot and an event this week. So when this video lands on Tuesday, I've basically got 1 commercial photo shoot with a sports brand, and then I've got 1 event on the weekend, and that's it. But then I fly off to Abu Dhabi for 6-7 days, and then that's non-stop. So some weeks are really busy, some weeks are really quiet. That's just how it is. But I would honestly suggest, if you're looking to go into this full time, which is great, good luck to you, don't work 5, 6, 7 days a week to start with. Don't take photos that often, because you will burn out. If you're trying to book every single day up with a photo shoot, you're going to really, really struggle. You'll just not be able to kind of keep that energy level going. So there are weeks where I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shoots a week, just depends what it is, but I have to build in edit time for that as well. So the 4 days that I've done last week, 3 of those days have already been edited, okay? So they're edited on the day because they're kind of quick turnaround events, or they're photo shoots that I was able to do in that day because they were a half day. The day on Friday, the photo shoot we did with Yonder on Friday hasn't been edited yet. It was a really dead long day. It was after 2 very long days of travel for me, travelling away and working. So I decided that the best thing to do was not to edit that. I wanted to get back and have a fresh mind. So I went off yesterday, shot the Super League netball opening fixtures down in Birmingham for Super League, which is ace. So today, being Monday, the day before this video goes live, that's very much an edit day now for me. I'm just going to sit, get all my edits done, and then it's sorted, and I can work with a really fresh mind. So you do need to build edit days into that as well. And I say that I don't work every day, but I would argue in a way I kind of do. So even though yesterday was a day off and I spent it sat on the sofa watching Netflix, I was still kind of working in a way. So I was still ticking social media over a little bit. There was an awful lot of posting of my images from Super League, so there's a lot of replies and comments and players and stuff sharing images out, as they often do after kind of a big event like that. So there's those to reply to and kind of keep up on and or retweet or comment on and kind of engage with people. So even though I'm not shooting, even though I'm not editing, even though I'm not meeting with clients, chasing emails, following up with invoices that are outstanding, all that kind of stuff, even when none of that's happening on a day, I'm usually always just kind of like keeping social media ticking over, replying to people's comments. Some days that even if none of that happens, I'm still journaling down ideas of videos I want to make, kind of photos that I want to take, photo shoots that I'd like to do with commercial brands, and kind of how I can then pitch that out to people. So even though I don't work every day, and I would argue and kind of try and encourage you not as a full-time sports photographer to work every single day, to not shoot and edit every single day. If you absolutely love what you do, which is kind of why I would hope you would go into this, it's actually really important to be able to kind of keep ticking something over every day. I know when I first started, I was hammering emails, I was hammering new clients, I was hammering new contacts all the time, really trying to push the ball on. And I don't need to do that as such nowadays, because kind of my career's kind of built enough momentum that it's kind of self-sustaining at the minute. But I'm always keeping things ticking over. You're going to get through a really quiet spell to start with the business, where you'll be a bit quiet, things will start to build, and you'll start shooting and editing and then working on new projects and new clients and stuff, and you'll have a lot on, and then it will kind of like ease up a little bit, and you won't have to kind of chase as much and push things as much. But then that brings with it kind of like even more work, because like you get stuff out there and people see it and they want you to come work on this and then kind of work on that. You need to kind of maintain a bit of balance. There's no such thing, I don't think, as a good work-life balance, and I wouldn't say I've got a good work-life balance, but I love what I do and I'm incredibly passionate about the work I put out there, and I'm incredibly fortunate to work with the clients that I do. So for me, I have a really good balance, because I'm able to kind of put as much of my creative energy and kind of myself into my work, and then if I want, I can take a step back for a few days, and that's okay. So you don't need to work every day. If you're starting off thinking, oh, I'd love to do this full time, I wonder how it works, we do not work every single day. We are not shooting every single day. I would say that camera in my hand is actually the smallest part of what I do as a photographer. There's everything else that goes with it. So just be realistic. If you're thinking about this or you've just started, be realistic. You don't need to be there every day. You just need to show up and do amazing stuff when you do need to show up and keep that ball ticking over. I hope that helps. It's Monday. It's incredibly rainy. It's 9:45 in the morning. I need to start really cracking through the edits that I've got with Yonder now and working through all that stuff, because we've got a whole mountain of work that we need to create from it, which is cool. So I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to go and have another coffee, and I'll see you all again very soon.